Sloan. We're filming in the greenhouse today as we continue how to fill out and do your charts and graphs for the Bean Lab. This is a generic movie for both labs. They're similar. So, if we look where we're at today, there is our A, B, and C. And I'm not telling you what's what. That's not the point here. The point is getting this information onto this. So, we go and we look at A. That's our blue. We come over here, that's our blue. We're on day 5. Oop, 3 out of 6 is still it. Let's see what our height is. And I'm going to do this quickly just to get so you understand the idea. I'm going up to that Y every time. 10, 11, 10, about 31. It's grown quite a bit. So that's A. Go to B. B is still 2 out of 6. I guess that, yep, that's where it was. Let's measure. Four, 9. So it's 13, grown. Very good. Now, C. C is still 1 out of 6. So we're not getting very good germination. A got 50. B got 33. And this guy only got about 15. So, but we do need to measure the height of this little guy. Don't break, little guy. 3. There we go. Now, I'm going to fill in the bar graph for day 5. Going to use blue for A. We're on day 5. 31. B. 13. C. 3. That's the height. Germinations. I'm not sure they've changed. No, I'm not having any more germinations. So we'll see what we still could have a germination, but at this point, my lines look like this. That's A, B, C. If nothing else germinates, that line will stay straight. If something else germinates, it'll pop up. Now, a lot of you had 5 and 6 germinations, so your graph is going to look different. Some of you were too late to classify, you didn't get beans, and I'm going to give you some data. Maybe I'll just use this data and I'll post it so that you can write up your math. Okay, we'll do some more here in a second. Okay, here we are, coordinating our bean growth, our bean growth lab with our charts. And I skipped today, so because I skipped today, we're going to, I'm going to show you, and a lot of you skip days, but it's just the next entry. So, here's our beans. They're taller. So, if we look, the last day we had on the chart was 5. Now we're going to put 6 and 7 down. So, I did have 6 and 7. No more germinations. It's safe to say germinations are over. There was a problem somehow. We didn't have very good germination. Old seed, bad planting, who knows? So, when I look at A, I did the recording here. And well, first of all, let's flip over to this. This is pretty easy. Nothing has changed. Every single day, it's the same. These are straight lines. A, B, and C. Now remember, if you have a germination, yours will pop up. Yours will pop up. And probably on this, to make this graph bigger, I should have gone 1 through 6 up here. I probably should have stretched it out to make it a better graph. No one likes to see a picture on my flip phone because the pictures are this big. You want to see it on a good screen that's this big. That's why you want to make your graphs big. It shows a better picture. Okay, so there's that. So let's put the bar graph up. We do have a little stuff to do on the height. I skipped day 6 on the filming, so I'm going to fill in day 6 at this point. Measured them. Don't need to show you that again. We've done it. So, blue on day 6 was 40. Pink, B, was 21. Orange, which is C, was 15. Day 7. A, blue, 45. B, pink, 29. Oh! I just put it in the wrong line.
That's okay. They know the colors.
Ugh. So let's do,
Orange now.
yeah, orange is 23. I screwed that up, kiddos. So as you can see, I made a huge mistake. And any of you that want to email me and go, ha ha ha, please do. Because I screwed that up. But I think you get the idea. I'm going to stop there on this. That should be sufficient for you to complete. Those of you that need a data page, next week I'll put the data page. I will put the data page in with this lab, a fake data page, because some of you got here late or nothing grew at all. Okay, come here. I'm going to show you a couple more things. When we talk about green beans, I know some of yours look like this. Here's one I just planted and put on heat for the heck of it not very long ago. It's flowering. These are flowers. I know some of you might have them with beans on them right now. They flower first and then the beans come. So it's interesting to note. Here's another interesting thing on this one. 2 of them came up, but look at this bend. It probably came up and it said, hey, somebody's there, and it probably bent out to look for light, to get away from its big brother. That was pretty interesting. So anyway, just to let you know, here, so these are Mr. Goulet's beans. Not to let the cat out of the bag, but let's look and see what look at what happened to him. His 18 beans, nothing. His 19 beans, which is our experimental control, wow, pretty good.
Better than his 2020 view.
And then, yeah, his 2020, I think, gosh, he's got, did he germinate? He germinated at 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6 on 19. On 2020, he's only got 4 up, and they're not nearly as healthy as 1919. However, the 2020s are flowering, which means they may make beans sooner. So you never know what's going to happen. In this instance, it appears, looking at Mr. Goulet's, the 2019 beans are much stronger and germinating quicker. Okay, that's okay, kids. Mr. Sloan here. This is the nutrient video talking about plant nutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So I have some stuff for you to look at And we're going to be running some experiments here in the greenhouse. So I want you to see some things. Here is some corn. And we started this corn a while ago. And it's crowded. And as you can see, it's not very green. Not very green at all. This corn, I started that corn 2 months ago. This corn is 10 days old. Look how green it is. Bigger containers, bigger soil containers, more root room, more nutrients because there's more dirt, and they're not as crowded. Look how much greener these are going. Look at the stalks. Look what that looks like. So these corn plants, number one, have had more nutrients. Number two, they're not as crowded. So what's the experiment? So we have planted populations of corns. These are all corns. This side of the greenhouse, this have been fertilized, both in the soil and the water. We have some on the other side of the greenhouse there, no fertilizers. And actually we're going to move this, we're going to move these so they're on the same side as the greenhouse here next week, or maybe we'll do it just now when we're done, because we should. Because remember, for a true experiment, we're looking at nutrients, but we want them to have the same environment. That side of the greenhouse is a lot hotter. The angle of the glass, the sun hits here, it shines through here. This glass, the sun shines here, it's colder. Not as quite as hot, also not as many sun rays. So, this is a nutrient experiment that we're going to be doing, and in a few days you're going to see a huge difference with the additions of nutrients. So, all right, thanks a lot. You'll see this in a little bit.